All right, guys, what is up? I am They Coming, and welcome to the stream today, boys and nerds, boys and nerds. Go ahead and turn that camera on. Let me get my privacy screen open. And welcome everyone to our live stream. What's up, guys? How's it going? Thank you for watching, and if you're catching the VOD, thank you for watching as well. Feel free to leave a comment down in the comments section below. But here we are. Dominantor has grown very, very fast. I did not know what to expect when kicking off this clan again. And here's Mozzarella over on YouTube. Mozzarella is actually one of the guys I approached about co-leading the clan when I was wanting to kickstart this again. So he is one of my OGs from way back in the day, but also has picked up a spot as a co-leader in Dominantor right now. But anyways, within the first, the first week of us putting out the call, we got up to 10 accounts, and it didn't even take another week for us to hit over 20 accounts. We do have one Town Hall 9 in the clan right now that is an alternate of one of the players, and he is farming that up. His plan is to get as quickly as he can Town Hall 11 with that account. But, you know, if we did for some reason have a major influx, we might ask him to take that account out of the clan, at least temporarily. But at least for now, I don't have a problem with that. What's up, Aquazino? How's it going? Yellow, what's up, dude? How's it going, brother, over on Twitch? So yeah, I do want to ask you guys straight off the rip, does my sound any different to you today? I did do a couple things, purchased a couple things. I'll call it a little bit of a late birthday present to myself. I didn't spend any of my birthday money in February, and just kind of held on to it. But I will show you a couple things that I got. My headphones, I replaced the ear pads because I have some really nice Audio-Technica ATH M50X studio headphones. I love these things. I've had them for probably around 10 years now. And they're awesome. But one thing that does go bad with all headphones are any kind of fake leather surfaces. They will eventually dry out, crack, and start to fall apart. Also, the headband is notorious, does that same thing. So what I did is I bought this little cover for it that's actually fabric, and it just zips on top. So I don't have sort of black flakes of snow that end up in my hair and all over the ground around my chair anymore. So that's what's up. Ice Barchin says tomorrow he's gonna hit Town Hall 10 on his mini. Nice. So that 9 right there is about to hit Town Hall 10. So that's awesome. Ice Barchin, also one of the first members to join up, and very excited to have him in the clan. The other thing that I got was a new digital audio controller. So I'll show you the board that I had. Tripped over my own cable. Rip me. Hold on. This is the soundboard. This is the mixer that I was using for a long time. There's nothing wrong with this mixer, but what I can say is that there's just too many things on here for me to mess with, and occasionally I will accidentally hit a button that is toggled onto a certain setting, and all of a sudden the sound stops coming out. So this is really good for my music production. a little bit of, live performances, stuff like that. This is really good for that. But for live streaming, this just takes up a ton of room on my desk. And I was like, I'm on a smaller desk for the time being. And I wanted to get something that was going to be a little bit better. At least better for my use. So I actually got, and I can't really show this to you because the camera's not going to look at it, but I got this thing called a Focusrite 2i2 Solo. And essentially it gives me the ability to just have a simple microphone in. It has, just the bare minimum bells and whistles on it to where I don't have to struggle with a slider, an equalizer, all of that. And instead I've gone with a digital plug-in on OBS to help to EQ my voice. Now, that being said, I have no idea what I sound like yet on stream. So if you guys think that perhaps my voice is a little too soft, I'm looking at, a sound wave kind of hit the, I'm looking at a bar kind of bounce up and down, and I've got it to where I'm not peaking too high. But if you guys think that maybe I sound a little different, that this is why. And I'll be listening to my VOD afterwards to kind of get an idea of what the audio is like compared to my previous stream. But I would love your feedback on that. If you guys have opinions on the way the audio quality is. I'm a sucker for good sound and always looking to improve that side of things. Being a musician and all, the worst thing that I could imagine is having crappy sound on my live stream. So would love any kind of input, any kind of impressions that you may have. Mod says, you sound good to me at least. Yeah, nice. Appreciate that, dude. And oh yeah, if you're listening on headphones versus, just like laptop speaker or phone speaker, I'd like to, say, hey, I watched your stream on my phone. I thought you sounded this way. Hey, I'm listening on my earpods or my headphones. You sounded like this. Hey, I watched you on my TV. It sounded like this. I would like to know that sort of thing. It'd be very helpful to me. So, yeah. What's up, dude? Back and watching live. What's up? Oh, is he here for some war donations? Is that what's going on? Okay. Get in here. All right. Mr. Region Redox, glad you're in the chat. Glad you're checking out the live stream. So anyways, the topic of the stream, I know we've had a nice little preamble kind of talking about some basic equipment upgrades. What I am going to say is that I have a couple war attacks to do on the 12 and the 13. Would love to showcase some live hits if other members of the clan want to start hitting. The war only just started. And apologies, guys, for the slightly later spin. I know I'd like to get the wars right around 2 p.m. Eastern if possible. But, real life. If I'm on the road traveling for work, I can't open the phone to spin a war while I'm on the road. I don't want to crash the car. Mod says, I have you on my TV. Nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and pick a base, get some CC troops, and start the attack. Now, one thing I don't have in this clan right now is my TH-18. So I'm going to try doing my hits without a flinger. And for that matter, wait a minute, I do have a flinger. At least for my first attack, I'll have a flinger, and I have a couple totems. But for my second attack, I'm not going to have that. And obviously on my 13, I'm not going to have a flinger. I'm not going to have totems. So we're going to have to, we're going to see if that is hard mode. Also, one thing that you're going to notice about the composition here is I have a bunch of rocket loons. And the rocket loons are here because I've been enjoying fireball rocket loons on Grand Warden at Town Hall 12 and also Town Hall 13. The 13s, it seems to be a little bit easier to do because of the 4th hero. But on the 12, the base doesn't hit nearly as hard. Scatter shots are not yet on the bases. And I'm able to ward and charge pretty nicely. The composition includes 1 ice golem and 1 wall breaker. And the reason for that is because when I drop my queen, I have been using at least on my 13 specifically, I've actually been opting to go for a siege barracks instead of a flinger. And that is to help the queen with her entry. And that I'm supporting the queen with the royal champion as necessary, the minion prince as necessary. But usually the warden charge ends up being pretty dirty, getting a lot done. And yeah, so that's what we're after. Let's go ahead and request for some minions from our friends. War. And like I said, first hit, we will have a flinger because it's available to us. And let's go ahead and pick a base. All right, let's check out some of these real quick, see if there's something that strikes us. At the very top, there is a clan castle and an eagle artillery. I think fireballing his eagle is probably going to get me a lot of value, a lot of good damage onto the town hall. Obviously, there's no single target inferno up there as well, so the warden should be pretty free. Rocket loons are very good against single target infernos for the bottom as well. And I'm just thinking about where I could make my queen's entry here, and also where I can put a flinger. There is okay flinger value at the bottom, being able to eliminate at least 5 point defenses down there. The queen will eventually run into the flinger, and it could be a good thing just to allow the super minions to come out and kill his queen. Although going for a flinger at either this multi-target or this multi-target, notice I'm trying to keep the flinger away from that ground targeting expo. So figuring out how to maybe rocket loon the mortar there and drop, yeah, rocket loon the mortar, and then I want to drop the flinger kind of right beside the range of the cannon there. That could get some pretty good work done. But yeah, allowing the flinger to take one of the multis is actually a greater threat to rocket loons. But like I was saying, we're going to have to figure out a way to deal with that archer queen towards the end of the attack. And it could be that when I put my queen down with the minion prince, that's where I try to charge into to take care of the single target inferno. Now with the warden, I'm going to have to attack the CC if I'm going for this eagle artillery right here. And if I drop the warden directly at 12, it's going to be kind of a guessing game which direction he goes. And we could actually, there's a greater possibility for us to grab air traps with our healers if we drop directly at 12. Whereas if we drop either to the left or the right of 12 o'clock, we're going to be able to set up a little bit better of an invis trick to get to that eagle artillery. I'm looking at this cluster right here as a candidate for one invis spell, as well as this cluster right here, meaning that I would need to remove these mortars and this archer tower and this cannon to get the fireball to go here. So taking down the bomb tower, I think, is not really needed to do that. But yeah, Aquazino says you can come in Dono. Sure, man. If you want to hang out, why not? Come on in, Neo. Come hang out, brother. And then, so if I'm going to pick the direction for the warden to go, I think I'm just going to say, you know what? We're going to drop the warden onto this builder hut on the left side of the hero hall. We will look to burn rocket loons for this, and I think that's all. And then also burn a rocket loon for this bomb tower, just to make sure that the funnel happens. Now, there are a lot of super minion CCs out there. If that's the case, dropping the poison can sometimes not be enough. Sometimes you need to freeze that. If there's a bunch of headhunters, a poison plus a freeze is also going to be really, really helpful. But mainly, we're just wanting to line up a 2 invis fireball to his eagle artillery, which would then claim 2 expos, claim the eagle, and severely damage the town hall. That is the plan there. And then if we're putting the warden to the left side, we want to go for the flinger over to the right. So we will rocket loon for the mortar. We will then drop the flinger probably above the workshop right there. And that will be able to work in cleanly to take out the multi-target Inferno. When that pops, we're going to have some super minions. And then because the warden is on this side and he's going to be shading down this direction, I think dropping the Ice Golem plus Queen to come after this defending Archer Queen, also with the help of the Minion Prince, is going to be the play. Looking at the composition, I have one Headhunter. It could be value to go ahead and fit in an extra Headhunter here. But yeah, we'll have to see. We will have to see. So yeah, looks like we do have some super minions in the CC now. That looks good. I feel good about that. Those are good vibes. Let's go ahead and get it done. Okay, so I'm checking the composition. Queen. We have the one wall break for Queen. We could take a second, but, you know. Let me see. I have to remember, is this the Magic Mirror Queen or the Action Figure Queen? It is the Magic Mirror Queen. Okay. Heard on that. All right, let's go and do the hit. I think it was, were we looking at the first one? Yeah. All right. Let's see if we can not mess this up. Warden is going to trigger CC early on as well. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we want that to happen. I'm not going to try to eliminate the CC before the fireball goes off. I think that would be... I'd have to overinvest on spells to make that happen. So let's go ahead and get it done. Remember the location for the Flame Flinger. We're going to drop him at the very beginning of the attack as well. So we're going to go double rocket loom like this. Drop him here. Warden. And we wanted to take the bomb tower, was that right? No, we wanted to take the warden. Okay, we've already found some Teslas. Poison comes down. I'm gonna rocket in this and baby dragon that. Alright, the warden is following my rocket loons, but you know, it's gonna be okay. Alright, we need the rocket loon. Sorry, that. And then actually we can just do one invis, fireball. I'm gonna go ahead and double quake. And because we fireballed that, we took down his, we ended up taking down the Expo that was gonna threaten that flinger. So really good stuff there. We're gonna throw this to the outside just to try to make sure he goes in right there, but this is looking very solid so far. We take that down. I'll throw a minion there as well. And we're kind of in a holding pattern. That's not where I wanted that to go, but it's okay. Okay. And right here, we're going to go ahead and put the queen down like this. Arrow through. Come here. And we're going to work in the prince from the bottom. Protect here. Wasn't really needed. Alright, let's break here. The queen has been targeted there, so we're going to go like this. And we got spells coming out of our ears. So we're going to get ready to freeze here. And it's crushed. GG. 8 rocket loons left, double freeze, double invis, and 2 totems remaining. So see, if this was a great attack. This was a great attack. This went about this went exactly the way I wanted it to. Hey, you started late today? Yeah, man. I actually posted about it on Discord not too long ago. I got roped into helping with some volunteer work at church. My mother prepares a lot of these big meals for like special occasions on Sunday, and she was making like this big Mediterranean meal. So she's prepping today and tomorrow for this meal, and she needed some help doing some of the shopping, produce, chicken, all that kind of stuff. And then when we got to the church, we started making hummus, and the blender actually died. So we had to cut it short, and luckily so, because we probably would have been there for another hour or two. And I may have had to cancel the stream, even though she said, we'll make sure that we can get back so you can do your live stream, right on time. So, but yeah, I'm happy to help Mom. And I really do like cooking. If that's something that you don't know about me. You make attacking look so easy. Yeah. Part of it, it's just taking it apart, dude. Funneling is super, super important. Super important. You want troops to go where you want them to go, you got to set them up that way. You got to invest things sometimes once you get comfortable with investing troop space, just to make sure things go in, your attacks will go better and better. Beautiful hit. Beautiful hit, though. All right, let's go ahead and request again. I still held on to my totems. It would be really nice to get a flinger if our buddy has a flinger. Oh, I think this is the 18. He does have a flinger. My guy. Here. Okay, guys, if you want flingers, if you want totems, we've got Regen Redox in here with his, I think it's an 18, yeah. He's got it all. Show on up. Show up. All right, I got a little bit of Coca-Cola I need to drink. All right, let's check out the next 12 in line. Oh, this is should be pretty easy. Fireball does not get both singles there, which is what I would. Well, actually, does it? Does my fireball reach from the sweeper to there? And how hard would I have to try to make that work? I think it would require us to get really close to the sun. Get right in the face of these singles. And I'd have to burn all 3 invis to get. I'd have to take 3 invis. I don't know that the fireball at my current level actually reaches that. So I don't think I can do that. And if I'm going to fireball the eagle, that means I'd have to fight both of his heroes as I go in the face of the CC, which could also be kind of challenging, right? So we'd have to really open this attack up for a good long time. The good news is these sweepers are kind of goofily faced, so we can come behind both of the sweepers and probably have a nice solid approach, just attacking into this 12 o'clock single target there. This base did a good job of protecting this mortar here, but the mortar would probably go down to the flame flinger damage. The issue is as soon as we get past the mortar, that's when we get these expos targeting. So maybe not a great base for a flinger. Let's see what else is on the board. Ooh, I like these layouts a lot better for my strategies. So if we take this right here and we funnel the bottom, we can walk the warden into the eagle, and that's a ton of value. Multi-target, double expo. We'd walk into the eagle, we'd take an air defense, we'd then walk into a bow / the core, and then we would probably want to those are 3 heroes up there. think we would want to send the queen towards the town hall, just as the insurance policy, right? And then perhaps we can look to deal with the defending heroes with our prince and a couple totems. The issue is I only have one headhunter in the composition. I probably could do well to take more headhunters, like maybe 2 extra headhunters. And if I can devote a freeze over those heroes / the pack of defenses right there, I think the headhunters and the warden could murder that stuff. Kind of have to see how it lines up. The great thing about charging is you usually have a lot of spells that are devoted to the charge, especially with rocket loons, because they make such a quick approach. You really only need like two rocket loons per defense to take those down. And sometimes even 1 rocket loon if there's not, a second defense that's shooting the same loon. I'm really liking this idea right here, because I could do a single invis to take down, like I would rocket loon this, drop the warden like between these. Would it go here though? Maybe I'll go ahead and double invis. And then I could rocket loon this, and then I could drop a baby dragon here. And that would ensure that the warden is going to want to turn right. The second baby dragon we could put over here to help keep him in the base. But we need to wait till that archer tower locks on to Mr. Warden. Flame Flinger. That's the question, though. Flame Flinger value we could get maybe at the town hall. No, the clan castle is going to murder it. Maybe we could go for... If I rocket loon that and that, I could then get my Flame Flinger up here. And I think the Flame Flinger might be able to lock onto that town hall without tripping the CC, but even if it does, I don't think that's going to be a huge problem. Okay. All right. I have the plan. Let's see if it plans. Sometimes it don't plan, but it's best to plan. All right, so we're going to invis, or rocket loon that, invis. Hit that. Let's go. And then, sorry, I do want to spot this one more time just so I know where I'm going with this. I want to take the mortar and I want to take the archer tower. And then we want to drop the Flame Flinger. Drop the Flame Flinger like right here. On top of the barracks. I think that gets us where we want to go. Everything's on ground and air. Okay, cool. Let's go. Cool. And he goes to the right. They'll leave. I'm gonna throw those there. We've already found CC comes out already. Well, that's not what I thought was gonna happen. Let's totem. And baby dragon. our baby dragon successfully defended that flinger right there. And we were able to take care of the CC. I'm actually down with that. Now, we're taking a wide angle here. I don't want my healers to get shot up. So I'm going to try to make sure that the warden turns, and he doesn't. He does. W. All right, and he's on the town hall. That's actually amazing. It's time to go in with the queen. And I'll drop the prince over here. Break. Protect. Town hall goes down. Huge. And we're looking okay. I'm holding. I wanted to hold a little longer there. But we're so coasting at this point, it's not even funny. I'm going to do this. We'll go double rocket loon there, double over there, and it's crushed. Again, lots of spells left over. Not even a problem. It's wrecked. GG. 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 Didn't even need those quakes. It's insane, man. Beautiful. And also good good on me to react the way I did to that dragon, because that flame flinger being able to survive the way it did, I think is what kind of sealed that as like an overwhelming triple. It's important to realize that a totem and a poison spell over CC troops, especially at these low town halls, can be extraordinarily effective. Like, very, very effective. Good in this trick. Fireball went off. I'm looking at my stream preview now. Then he goes to the right, according to plan. Baby Dragon continues to get value at the bottom. Those rocket loons were a little bit too strong because they end up tripping the CC, but then I reacted with a totem and the poison and a baby. So Baby Dragon is able to come in here and handle the defending dragons. Baby Dragon only takes, I think, one shot from one dragon. No, 2 shots. 2 total shots. Everything else was dealt with the poison slow and the totem. And then the flinger over there just goes to town, gets the air defense, gets the town hall eventually. And then when that ground bow locks onto it, the value had already been achieved. We were already coasting at that point. Honestly, multi-target Infernos do not scare me. Like, they are not a particularly scary defense to deal with these days. I think I do take a Black Mine here, if I'm not mistaken, onto my Prince. But I was really holding off on pulling Queen's ability here because I thought I was going to be able to get a better arrow across the multi-target Inferno, but it just barely doesn't happen for me. If that arrow hits the multi right there, it clears the air defense in the Archer Tower at 12. So that was the angle that I kind of saw develop. And no, if you're going to ask, did I know my Queen was going to get right there to fire that arrow during the plan? No. But sometimes in the middle of the attack, you should be looking for those opportunities to make things happen, like in real time. Let's see what our friends are doing here. Looks like we got dragons and rocket loons. Man, good surgical takedown of the single target Inferno there. Also looks like he zapped out the rest of the ADs. Was it an arrow? Looks like he hit an arrow to get some other ADs, so nice. But look at his composition. You know, he could have easily taken, he could have easily gone with, you know, all zaps. But look, he's able to clear all the air defenses, all the Inferno towers, and he has a Rage and a double zap left over. So here he moves across the center. He's going to Warden Eternal Tome now, taking all the air traps, lots of damage. The question is, can he make it out the back? And I think with the Prince and his ability intact, plus a double zap, he can actually zap for the Tesla and the Archer Tower at 6 o'clock here, or hang on to it for next time. He doesn't actually need these spells. He's going to overwhelm the rest. Very nice hit, Mr. Zach. Beautiful stuff. Swaggy, swaggy. Putting it in the baggie. He actually zaps to get a trash structure at the top. Nice. Zap for cleanup. GG. Let's see if anyone else is going to attack. Have we missed another live, or am I trolling? No? No? Okay. Well, that does it for the 12. We need to hop over to the 13 and do our Town Hall 13 attacks. What's up? It's just. How's it going, dude? Hey, what's up, Holly Boss? How's it going? Base and War win streak. What up, dude? Welcome to the chat, guy. Welcome to the chat. Request as well. Oh yeah. Okay. I will request, at least while I have a donator. Put that request out, and then I'll hop over to my other account here. Okay. Hold on. All right. So this is my 13. And I think if we have a Flinger donator, we will accept the Flinger donations all day long. All right, on this account, I got running the same thing. If you guys see me running Warden Charge, Rocket Balloons, Fireball Rocket Loons, like, it works at all Town Halls. It's not just working at Town Hall 18. It's working. It works really well at lower Town Halls, actually. It's actually easier to do. I mean, both those war attacks, how many spells did I swag? How many Rocket Loons did I not use? The bases just don't have enough DPS to really threaten you. All right, let's see what the top 13 is. Okay, this base I actually have failed on before. I think a really good fireball is to go for his eagle. It can take you a second to actually set that up, though. I'm typically liking to go with three invis spells, and to get that fireball off, I think I would have to do it. I think I would have to actually get that fireball going with all three invis. There's good flinger value at 9 o'clock to get one air defense down. We would need to take his mortars, though, with a couple of rocket loons. We cannot flame flinger 12 or 6 o'clock because of the two defending heroes. We would essentially get the double cannon and the air defense, and then the flinger would go down. We don't want that to happen. You want to put the flinger somewhere where it can soak good value for a nice long period of time. Also, because a lot of this stuff is so clustered, there's a high probability that the flinger is going to actually be able to walk through similar to the last war that we had, my flinger actually opened up the base, and it actually threaded the needle between two expo ranges to hit an eagle artillery. And I commented on it right when I was planning that probably won't happen, and then it happened. So there's an opportunity that we actually do get through here, and that's one tile. It's only a single. That might not be possible, actually. But we would certainly be able to take this, as long as we hit the rocket loons here and here onto the mortars. And then I think sending Queen directly at the Town Hall is probably the move. Rocket loons would be able to solo surgical target the single there. The Warden Charge can get kind of weird, though, because the way the space is laid out, he tends to walk in the middle of a bunch of damage. He doesn't, at least when I've hit this base before, he doesn't like to like if I'm sending him for this and I set up the invis trick, how would I do it? I'd have to eliminate like the majority of this. Like maybe all 4 of this. Invis, Rocket Loon these 2. Invis here. And then invis here. And then there's still a chance that the fireball could go wide. So this is actually a little bit more tricky. Hitting his scatter shot with a fireball would take his CC. But I don't really like that for this. I'd like to hit a different 13. See if there's a different layout. Okay, let's see. What's this layout? This is a situation where we could actually start the attack by attacking one of his singles with the Warden and just shooting some Rocket Loons in to eliminate it. So we don't have to spell for the Warden. Fireballing his Eagle Artillery gives us 2 of the Expos and the single target Inferno. I think as well as the Archer Towers. So let's see. If we were to attack from like 6, we want to clear the compartment. 1 invis here. 1 invis here. Maybe he's going to come down this way. Kind of have to play it by ear. And then that corner's covered for Flinger. We could still set up a Flinger though, just by taking the cannon. Okay. I think we go ahead and give it a shot. I like the plan. I like it. The question is, what is the queen entry going to be? And I forget which base it was that I was looking at. It was 8, I think. Yeah. Queen entry. Perhaps, you know, if we put the Flinger over here, and that is eliminating that single target Inferno, the Warden's going to have dealt with that side. Perhaps we then drive the queen through this wall and just kind of solo her up to the top there. Freeze the scatter shot. This has got me a little concerned, the fact he's got all these heroes sitting around that CC. It's a long charge. I don't even think it's that. I don't think the Warden charge is going to take that long. We could start the attack off by baiting the CC, too, which would make it easier for us. Easier for us. When we actually make it to the top. And we do carry 3 freeze with the composition, so being able to freeze the Town Hall on top of the heroes, usually okay. Okay. Let's give it a shot. Get this down immediately. Warden's tracking with that. I actually like that a lot. Like the way that panned out right there. He's moving. I can't baby dragon up there yet. Double rocket in that. This. Cool. Warden's targeted. Let's rage him actually. Baby dragon here. Queen going. I'm gonna drop a couple more of these here. Break. Gonna watch this top side because it's about to get rowdy up there. Where's the CC? The arrow now. That seemed like a good angle. Queen on queen. Yeah, this is wrecked. I'm trying so hard to swag 2 heroes right now, by the way. And totems. I have huge ball. I mean, whoa. 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 Slow down. Slow down, TC. Slow down. Slow down. Slow down. Why'd you do it to him? Why is it so dirty? Why is it so dirty? Piece of cake. Make it look easy. GG. Follow and subscribe. It was a long charge. Your boy Long. Let's go. There we go. Very, very nice. Double hero, 2 heroes swagged. Never a doubt. It's insane. Golly Moses. All right, let's see about what was this again? We still need to pick. Hold on, I'm going to request. Just so I can make sure that I'm not taking people's time up if they need to split. How many do you have? I got 6 max THC, 8 max out on 14s, and max out on 15. Bro, I only have 3 counts. 1, 12, 13, and 18. Neos has 151 accounts in total. No way. No way. No way. No way. 151 accounts. This isn't Pokemon, dude. This is not Gen 1 Pokemon here. Jeez. I hope that guy saw... I hope this guy watches the hit on his base and realizes, like, just how nasty that was. Just took it apart, man. This was a beautiful hit. This is gorgeous, actually. Fireball Rocket Loons. Totally busted. Aquazina says you have 3 clans full, only 4 accounts truly rushed. That's insane, my guy. That's insane. I couldn't... I would just feel like I was bored doing that kind of thing. That Ice Golem, by the way, pops at the perfect time. It only gets 1 defense, but excellent amount of taking. Dude, not only did I have 2 heroes swagged, I had both totems and the freeze swagged. That was dirty. That was dirty. Clash of Neo, says Zach. Clash of Neo. He's completed his Clash decks. Clash decks 151. All right. Let's see. Should I go for it on the on this base that I was feeling stressed about? Should I do it? This layout definitely stresses me out. Like this strategy, I get stressed out versus this base. I feel like I should do it. We just have to, we have to burn so much to make the funnel work. Like to actually get the fireball where we need it. Which I do want to hit the eagle. One invis has to go here. Another invis has to go here. That means that we would need to take all of this. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. We're not having huge problems with time. So let's go for it. If we have to drop the 2 other heroes, you know what? I'll take it. This is a more cheesy layout to deal with for sure. If we have to rage our warden to deal with the CC, so be it. Okay. Again, we do want to set the flinger over here, so that's 1 2 1 2. Okay. It is a good idea to put the warden down first, though, because he needs to make progress. Okay, we can't put that down yet until the dragons come back. Here comes the Eagle Artillery Fire. Cool. I'm looking at the invis trick now. We're just kind of letting this ride. I'm going to look for a totem possibility over here. Do we need it? We don't. Oh my god. He's Bay. Wow. Like this and this. Okay, that's going to crack. I'm okay with it. Let's totem you. Warden's doing things. Could also go ahead and get this ripping like this. I wanted Rocket Spear the Town Hall if at all possible, so my queen doesn't get hit by the bomb. Beautiful. Got time to make up. She's going from the top. I don't like this. He's taking damage. We're gonna run out of time. Let's freeze that. It's in those. It's in this. It's in this. Archer's Queen's ability, and it's wrecked. Okay. Definitely a little bit more of a stressful hit, but I called it, that I was probably going to need to use my stuff. That strategy, you need to invest a lot more on that layout to land the fireball that you want and need. But claiming another 6-pack. Nowhere near as dominant as this attack on number 8. This one was pure beauty. This one was taking a strategy that can work almost anywhere, pretty much anywhere, and forcing it, right? You add modifiers, we'd have to do that a little bit differently. The base was really tuned pretty well to stop immediate Flame Flinger value, which is what was the most concerning to me about this plan, was finding the Flame Flinger value. But just like I was saying, this Flame Flinger actually does exactly what I need it to do. It actually went in and took out the single. Freaking gorgeous. What's up, Blobber? Yeah, Flinger did get hit after taking down Inferno. But I was kind of anticipating that part. No real issue there. It was just like getting the queen to merge in with the warden and also sending in with the RC, I think was definitely the play. We got good extra rage benefit there. Could have also, in theory, thrown the arrow when I dropped the queen, actually tried to line up an arrow. Probably should have done that. If I'd actually sat and thought about it for another 5 minutes, I probably would have thought about where I could throw a queen arrow. Let's watch Zach on his second hit. Ooh. Queen charge, rocket loons with Dargans. He's moving. I was going to face the sweeper. It's going to be a little awkward at the bottom. Should we zap the sweeper out so it can continue to get value? Zap the sweeper air defense? Zap the sweeper air defense or no? No, he's just going to take the Yetis. Okay. He's moving. Right. Good setup, though. I mean, look, all these dragons are pretty focused. Where's the Warden's ability? Do we pop? No? Holding? 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 Now? Okay. Got one more rocket loon plus a rage. Only a few more air targeting defenses left on the base. Ground bow is actually a huge W for him right now. And this should be wrecked, right? Warden plus Prince by themselves would certainly be able to claim the rest. But he's still got 5 dragons up. GG. Don't forget he's got that rage in his pocket. Nice. Okay, live hit from Blobby. Let's see Blobby going in. Oh! We missed it. I think this is looking okay. The backside air defense over here is what's making me most nervous. But I'm counting those dragons, and that looks like a lot of good HP. Oh, wait a minute. He's down to 3 dragons. Oh, wait a minute. He's down to 2 dragons. Uh-oh. Can he get it done? This is going to get close. Oh, no. Dragon goes down. This is going to be defense. This is a defense. Oh, no. Oh, no. It's all right, Blobber. It's all right, buddy. Let's see what happened here. I'm actually curious, like, what the setup was. Looks like he had the Super Yeti clone. Okay. Cloning the Electromites. Which, by the way, I hadn't seen that trick until, I think, just a few days ago. That troop was not in the game when I was grinding this game super hard last. So coming back in October, I'm still kind of like uncovering certain things, particularly for the lower town halls. The higher town halls, there's lots of content. Uh-oh, wait a minute. He walks right past the single. No wall breaker. Brother. Oh, and then he has to forfeit his RC here for that. Dude, you know, part of me thinks, like, if you break that queen in, you don't have to forfeit the RC. Because, once again, you're going to run into this issue with this air defense. Queen can't reach it from there. Yeti clone goes off. Okay. Yeah, dude. A wall break. A wall break. A wall break, I think, does so much for you here. Because look how many dragons you have. You missed your totem. Look how many dragons you have. And this sweeper plus that air defense and these bows just chew you up. You dropped it into no man's land. I didn't catch it. Hold on. Let's see real quick. What did that look like? Let's fast forward. See where you put this totem that you're talking about. Oh my gosh. I didn't even see it. Even a couple hits on the top defenses. Yeah, but this is what I was talking about. Like, sending your queen past this air defense and this one with no way to secure them, I think defeated the defeated the purpose of putting the queen over there. Especially if your follow-up was dragons. Like, a simple wall break, you keep the RC, you take one of those 2 air defenses, even if you don't get both, right? You have the RC still in your pocket, which I think would have done so much for that. So you forfeit one of your many dragons that got shot down slowly in favor of probably 2 wall breakers. He dropped it to 12 where the minion prince is. Ah, okay. All right, guys. I need to use the bathroom real quick. I just drank this entire cherry float Coca-Cola and ate lunch right before stream. It's time for me to use the toilet. So I'm going to put a quick 2-minute timer on the screen. When it counts to 0, I'm going to resume. When we get back, probably catch up with some of the war attacks that are being done, but also I have legend hits that I need to do on my tunnel 18. And would love to see you guys stick around for that. Man, early season, I have been struggling. I've not been so locked in, but also few nights this week, I've been getting home kind of late, and I've been kind of exhausted when I started to do those hits. Now, it could be just me being a little bit more awake, a little bit more locked in. Hopefully, I'll have a better legend day. Yesterday, I picked up only a couple triples, and or 3 triples, and I had 2 1-stars, which I was like, oof, the 1-stars, man. And obviously, big priority is to avoid 1-star at all costs. Make sure you're going to get 2 at the bare minimum. But, okay, so 2-minute timer. Counts 0. I'm going to resume. Go ahead and take a lap around your house. Get something to eat or drink. Or you can use the bathroom like I'm about to do, but don't go anywhere. I will be right back. All right, we're back. We're back. Yes, I washed my hands and I can see we have a live war attack that just went in. Let's put on the headset and let's click into that attack real quick so we can watch our friends crushing the base. We got Blobby for a second hit. Setting it up. He's charging in right at the multi. No, he's walking past it. He's getting fried. This is what I was talking about last time. This funnel is only 1 layer deep, and now she's stuck. Will she get more value? Let's see. All right. Tome misses the blimp, but the blimp was only going to be invincible for a moment. Let's see how this turns out, though. Those ice golems are going to stall him up a little bit. But he does get some dragons over the top, deal with the prince. And on the back, he's got naked dragons on. He's got 1 totem, though. Can use it to defend. Probably, I'm guessing he tries to use it against the archer tower at the top when he gets the bulk of those dragons up that direction, but he's going to totem now. Okay. Guess it works. Awkwardly, it pulls over the ice golems, which are further going to stall him, but he has all of the dragons approaching the multi, and now it's single target damage onto onto 1 dragon. I think this goes through. I don't think that this could fail at this point, and we even get the archer tower first before the freeze goes off. So I think this is secured as a triple. GG. Only the battle builder can defend. They will close in on that next. As soon as that goes down, it's a... Oh, black mine, rip. Red mine, rip. Red mine, rip. Red mine, rip. But I think this is cooked. I think it's GG. 30 sec. Well, I mean... Some high HP. Let's see if he's got the time. I'm pretty sure he does. 30 seconds should be enough to close in on that corner. 4 dragons is enough DPS to get through that pretty quickly. Only a couple seconds. 2-3 seconds. 2 shot, and this is a triple GG. All right. Aquasino says, even Yak on Queen would have been nice. Yeah, that's actually a really good point. But yeah, dude, I would seriously consider, if you're going to do a Queen like that, to like take an air defense on, you know, through here, break her in. Like, you got 3 baby healers. Break her in. Go after the multi. Set a tighter path for your dragons to go right at the eagle. Good arrow, right? He does get... Was that 3 air defenses out with 1 arrow? I think it was. Pretty sexy looking arrow. But then her getting stuck, it just always hurts my soul, you know? Like when Queen gets stuck. Because for me, it's when the dragons start splitting, like fanning out. And now you have dragons clear from 6 o'clock all the way to 3 o'clock. You got some dragons attacking the town hall all the way over here. You got dragons that are stuck on the hero hall over here. It would have been more interesting to see like a more clear clockwise rotation of those dragons. -1 loon for Super Wall Breaker. Well, not necessarily 1 loon. It's 8 housing space, so you need to get rid of a dragon, or like 2 loons. I would even say drop 1 of your 13 dragons and get 2 wall breakers. That way you can break your king in. And when he's forced to ability, his earthquake boots splash a lot, like splash deeper. And the spiky ball goes off deeper. No, wait. You're not even on spiky ball. Level 1 earthquake boots. Wow, okay. That was really, really good arrow. Okay, let's see if anyone else is getting ready to go live. Hitting 3rd AD was luck, LOL. Yeah. That angle looked kind of crazy, did it not? Like when... Like, you had to... That was like a frame perfect... Look at this. It literally touched the corner of that air defense and then touches the corner of that air defense. That was luck. You're right. Definitely luck. But yeah, whenever I take a queen, and especially when like I have healer puppet on that queen, healer puppet to me says I want to get some additional value, right? Like it's okay to keep a queen on an open walk, but when you're gonna walk past a multi and instantly fry the healers plus your unicorn, it's like, you know, do a little bit more to ensure that that queen value persists a little bit more. And it would make the dragon funnel tighter. Yeah, basically what Aquasino is saying. you don't even have to go epic with the queen charge, but like a single, like breaking into that multi compartment at the bottom would have done really good things for that dragon pathing. You may have ended on the town hall, but I think your super yetis were destined to get it either way. Cool. All right, let's swap over to the 18. Time to swap. Oh, wow. Seeking Air Mines. Level 7. You guys can see I am behind on my Seeking Air Mines. But, you know what? That's what we're catching up for. That's how we play the video game. Let's claim that real quick. Upgrade a second one. I'm on the Seeking Air Mine catch-up train right now. Before the season ends, I want to have all my builders occupied on Seeking Air Mines. And I think that's the last... One more Seeking Air Mine will be the last one we get before the season, the new season pass. And I no longer have my boost. So there's 3 more levels, is it? Or do I have more? No, only 3 more Seeking Air Mines to upgrade, and I'll be caught up to maximum. Okay, let's request. Cool. Oh yeah, I had a couple war attacks that I can show off. Ooh, someone hit a 99 on your boy. Hold on a sec. This guy had 2 99s in a row. Oh my gosh. That guy's tilted. Homie is tilted. That's a tilter. That is a tilter. Hitting double 99s. That's a tilter right there. I actually really want to see this. So his first 99 went like this. I got one more Coca-Cola, by the way. Also, I cut my finger when I was doing the food prep. Had to put a Band-Aid on. Dude, so he just spams it. He just outright spams it. Like, he needed to go. He had other things to do that day. He just flat out spams. And somehow, he lucks into, sadly, a 99%. You cannot tell me that this guy had a plan for this base with an opener like that. But these are the ones that I just laugh at. What kills him too? I'm actually super curious. With his OP Dragon Duke just rampaging through. He's even got 2 revives. And we're on normal mode, by the way. Duke is actually busted on normal mode. Takes 3 shots from the monolith. But then look, he's gonna heal. This is insane. Okay, he's down to 3 heroes. That is it. He has 4 totems and 2 revives. What this tells me, if homie had funneled at all, this is probably an easy triple. Duke was chasing those skellies, right? Warden goes down. Let me guess. He tries to revive his Warden. No, his queen gets fried. Okay. He needs to totem now, so he doesn't go to ability. Oh, man. Those boogers, though. Okay, now he needs the boogers to die. 1 booger dies. He gets away. He's running out of time. That's his... The monolith is savage, bro. He's got 2 revives that he's not going to have time to use. He abilities now. Yeah, this is it. This is just a flat out time fail. This Duke gets the queen in there. Oh my gosh. Would it need like 1 more hit? Max equipment as well. He could have revived that warden too. You're right. You're right. He revives the warden. The warden can actually shoot it. He revives the warden, totems, after the warden has taken like 2 shots. He probably gets that. I think that was, I think he kind of fumbled at the very end. I mean, it would have been a buzzer beater, but he fumbled for sure. That was user error. After that opener, getting the 99. Oh man. Oh man. And so how did he fumble this? I'm still running this base, by the way. Same hit. Same hit. Let me guess. He just drops everything in a line. And then he dies to my revenge tower. This is my idea. He dies to the revenge tower. That has to be it, right? He doesn't die to the monolith because he ends up getting 2 stars. So we know he clears this compartment. Maybe he plays it super, super safe for the 2-star. And he starts at the bottom. And he spams this way. And then everything kind of splits in the core. Most of it dies, and then he's left with a couple heroes. And this revenge tower ends up being the end of him. Let's see. Let's see. He spams from the bottom right, not bottom left. Cool. Blimps. Freezes. Rages. Super Yeti plus Super Valkyrie. They get in there. They clear it. Okay. Where's the Warden and the Queen? All right. So the Warden gets dropped 1 year later. Okay. Okay. Tomes now. All right. He's already lost his Duke ability because his Duke is like in it right now. You know, he has to make it to the Revenge Tower. Maybe it's this cannon. Like, looking at how this is shaping up. It has to be the cannon. Or is the Revenge Tower just that savage? Oh my gosh. Skellies are pulling him all over creation. Bro. Bro, this Revenge Tower. It's the cannon. It's the cannon. Queen is going to be on the outside. She's going to live, barely, but she'll go... Oh, she still goes down! So now he has to decide. Oh, the revive onto the Queen. Needed the DPS. Actually, legitimately needed it. He's got these minions, though. He needs to put the minions down. There we go. If the Duke steps over there... No, okay. Fortunate. Totems now. They're going to the bottom. It is the Archer Tower. Wow. Wow, dude. Wow. Wow. Same thing? Even closer. It's the same thing. He gets onto the last structure, gets into 0 HP, and doesn't complete. Oh my gosh. Are we real? That's so funny, man. That's like, I would turn the phone off. I would turn my phone off. 299 time fails on the last structure at less than 10% HP. One more strike would have taken it. On the last attack, that monolith may have needed a second strike, but I think the monolith was also one hit. That's insane. Oh man, that is a tilter. That is a tilter. Holy. Holy cow. All right. My gosh. All right, so we found this base. I actually failed this fireball. I'm trying to hit this archer tower right here. And I've hit this in Legends so much that I was like, whatever, right? But then a booger pulls the CC, and I kind of like lose my focus a little bit. So I end up raging and poisoning. The warden's fine, right? Like it's not like I was worried about the warden going down here. But I just wasn't expecting the CC to come out when it did. So the poison plus the rage, just to ensure that with the long shot plus the super minions, something's gonna happen. And I miss that Inferno tower with the invis. And so the fireball goes wide to the left. I don't get deep enough to take the other rage tower plus this. So if this is on legend, this attack fails. But then at this point, I'm like, okay, stick to the plan. The base isn't gonna hit me as hard, whatever, you know? And send my king and my queen around 4 o'clock, break her in, pop with a rage, break through the wall, invis the queen, push, push, push. Warden's chilling, Warden's chilling. I'm a little late to spell for him there, but the rocket loons and the Duke are just so busted that we end up getting it. Let's see what the live hit is. See down here, Stupider. See what he's bringing. Root Riders with the healers. All right. Now he's gonna go clockwise. The rage to move in for the mono here. Fireball gets nothing. Whoa. Okay. Now his healers are getting kind of fried by the Town Hall weapon. 15v15. No, 17v17. Or is it a 16v17? It might be a 16v17. It's not looking good. Eternal Tome probably would have been better here. But that's going to fall way short. Way short. Is Stupider... Is that a... Hold on. A 15. Huh. Okay, so he was hitting up. The fireball, I think, was a little questionable. He did a little bit of funneling up at 12, but not much. And to his credit, he did get the kill squad to go in. Like, his kill squad went in. Fireball plus Rage Gem, when you're already in the base, is only so effective. That's why, like, if I'm running a kill squad like that, I typically won't take a Fireball if I'm holding the ability, you know, which is what Eternal Tome is meant to be held. Like, you're supposed to hold it until the moment. Pop it too early, you don't get as much value as you need. Pop it too late, your troops have already died. A big part of me wishes that he was on Rage Eternal for that attack, and I think he would have pushed through that Town Hall section and probably got a nice little rotation counterclockwise going. But again, 15v17. So can't be too critical of a dip. All right, we have attacks to do. So now that we've poisoned our brain with watching it 299% time fails, we feel loosey-goosey. Now we need to ensure that we do our best. Make sure that we're going for a 2-star at minimum, if not a 3. But we cannot wait to take the Town Hall at the very end of the attack. That would be a death sentence. That is where we start dropping trophies. You're saying 15v17 is so easy, though? Yeah, not for everyone, though. Not for everyone. All right, let's get it. I think we won his Rage Tower. I think we want that Rage Tower, though. Okay. I'm looking for the opportunity. Queen. Okay. We're going to pick him up and probably drop him into the... Oh my god. The Rage Tower. Well, that sucks. Now we have to go into damage control. Unfortunate. For some reason, I thought he was going to survive that. Do this. CC. Poison. Pop the ability. Do this. Drop these guys here. Okay. So unfortunately, we have to sacrifice the opportunity for more and just take our licks on that. I thought I had an opportunity to avoid spelling, but that the Rage Tower was still in effect. Rage here. Good percentage where we can. Crappy start. Like that. Hit this real quick. Okay. Sneak these in, maybe? A few extra points? Not quite. All right, 87. Well, When you fail. Bro, rookie mistake. Yeah, dude. What's up, Abel? You have to remember, man. This is my third week in Legend League. So things don't feel the same on normal mode as they do in Legend League. And it's still the difference in damage versus my heroes, it still feels a little foreign to me. So when you say rookie mistake, absolutely. I'm still a rookie at this. I did finish like this last season, though, which I was happy about. 54-58. It was only a 2-week season for me. So, let's go. Next attack. Oh, God. I hate these compartments so much. What do we want? Like the bow? Or the scatter? Looking for opportunities to get some archers. Okay. I would like his scatter shot. I'm gonna get him out now. Alright, and then we'll put him here. And then we'll push our heroes up there. I am going to try to pre-trigger this poison tower with a rocket boom. Let's get one more of these. Get one of these. I got to be careful around that multi-gear. That's one thing that I'm not very good at. Or I'm not super comfortable with is handling the multi-gear tower. Let's go ahead and get him in now. Do this, get that going, this going here. I see the poison. Almost missed it. Get you up here. Warden, don't die. Freaking me out, man. Hot queen. Totem here. Invis the queen. Invis that. Okay. Warden. Rage him. Warden, where are you going? We're gonna time fail. Just don't know what to do just yet. Do that, I guess. Alright, 88. Can we get another point? Probably not. We're gonna run out of time to get into 90. Yeah, barely not 90. Okay. 89. The attack on the top, those town hall compartments make me feel really uncomfortable. Alright, let's gem it. Or no. Someone gave us troops, so we're gonna request. Have you heard about the new game? Curious if you had any interest or general thoughts on it. You know, I have, Abel. I haven't looked at it. I gotta say, like, I'm enjoying Clash so much that I don't know if I could really dive into a different game. Like, I know it's supposed to be similar to Squad. At least that's what people have said about it. I've seen a little bit of footage. It looks sort of like Squad Busters mixed with Brawl Stars E. But I can't say that I'm particularly interested in it. Like, I think the theme has kind of turned me off. Like Squad Busters, it's like, oh yeah, this is all the characters from Clash of Clans, Clash Royale, Boom Beach. You know, it was all familiar stuff. But I think the theme of the game has got me kind of like, do I want to? Is it interesting enough? Like all the characters are called cookies or something like that. And I saw that and I was kind of like, I mean, I'll play it just so that I'm not like totally unaware of what it could possibly hold, but I'm not feeling like I would pick it up. Perfect comparison. Very similar to Brawl Stars, but faster paced. Yeah, you see, and that's why I didn't want to go to Brawl Stars, because I thought Brawl Stars felt slow after playing Squad. Not gonna lie, I was pretty skeptical, but I've been really enjoying it. Okay. Well, is it on iOS yet? I remember last year when someone recommended that I try it. I tried it, but it was only on Android at the time, and I don't have an Android phone or tablet. So there was literally no way for me to play it. All right, did we get troops? Nope. Let's go ahead and fill up and do our next hit. You got to keep the pace moving. All right. Island Town Hall. Fireball to take. Multi-gear, I suppose, would be a good one. Base is just so open. Gotta make up our mind. Yeah, we'll start him down here. We do get it. Got to be careful with him approaching the town hall there, but we do need him to get a little closer. I'd like to hit... This is going to be challenging, to say the least. I'm not seeing a lot of these open layouts lately, which is surprising because it used to be all this. Homie's there. We gotta rage you. Gotta go like this. Alright. We need to get our stuff moving. So King. That. Swinging out to the outside. Be cool for King to go in. I messed that up very badly. I put a rage instead of my quakes. Do this. I'm gonna ice block that guy. Come outside like this. Oh man, my queen going down is probably the death sentence, right? Damn it. I didn't ice block my warden when I got my fireball off. Let's go like this. Drop this over here. Go like this right there. Drop you right here. Totem you again. Yeah, unfortunate, man. Screwed it up so bad. Throwers destroy this base. Throwers destroy this base is why. Yeah, no, I just, if I pick up my warden, I feel totally fine about that attack. But I lost the warden because I didn't ice block him. I was trying to look at what my king and my queen were doing. And then I'm still, one thing that I've inserted into my attacks since getting into Legend League is the ice block. And there's times where I still don't instinctively use it. And so the warden will wander into danger after getting the fireball, and then he dies. Whereas it's not a reflex to put down the ice block yet. Like, I'm still not consistently dropping it when I should, you know? Okay, one of the rage compartments is probably amazing. His king and his prince are in the same compartment. I think that's clear value. We don't want to trigger that CC if we can help it. We're gonna do it now. Okay. I actually like this. He's going behind the spitter. Let's drop you like this. Run poison up. Warden is taking way too much damage. Let's send you over here. Maybe get that in there too. Queen's gonna get shot up, I think, which is not so nice. Warden, rage you. That goes down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Totem. Warden, do not die. Oh my god. I'm so sad today. We can't let the queen die to this. We have to do everything to keep her alive here. Rage this. Totem him. Can we kill it or not? No! Get in there, guys. Please tell me we don't fail this. Oh my god, it's... So close. So close. Oh my god. If I hadn't got that, second star, that would have been a tilter. I think I lost a healer on my Warden. And then when he was fighting the Monolith plus the long shot, even under rage, he wasn't recovering enough. So I don't think I understood that I needed to spell for him right there. Until it was too late. Of course. All right, I forget what I do here. We go for his multi-gear tower. It's going to take a little while to get there, but I'm going to go for his town hall straight away. I think with our siege, because I'm not down with 1-starring. Okay. I do want the multi-gear though. Walking into the bomb hive now. I could have done 2 for that instead of 3. Alright, the question is, what does he do next? Okay, and I'm looking at the invis trick. Let's do this now. Okay. Achieved. I'm going right in. I don't care. Okay, let's take this. Pull over here. Totem here. Send you over there. Send this over here. Top king now. I need to get that thing down. Okay. I do get it. Get this going, get this going. Got rages to use, it's just I don't quite know where to use them. I'm gonna use one now, just to get the bomb hive. And we're gonna start toteming and spelling for our Duke, I think. Or not. Got it. Cool. Got it done. Woo! Needed that 3-star. Needed that. Okay, we got 3 hits left. This is how we're doing so far. First 3-star of the set. Last attack. Got really close. But no cigar on that. We got our first 3-star of the set. If we're going to go positive... Actually, I don't think it's possible for us to go positive because we've already been finished out here. We can only pick up another 120 if we triple out. But we're not playing that well today. So we're gonna go ahead and fill ourselves and do the next hit right off the bat. Ride some good energy there. Oh my gosh. I was trying not to do that. Sorry, healers. Got to put the warden down. Teslin in now. Okay. Warden. You're not allowed to go down. Okay. Turn left. Okay. I think I see the opportunity now. I don't want him to get any closer, so I think we do this here. Good. There's that. What am I doing? Whoa, look at those. This and this. Right. This guy's gonna go over here. Warden is getting a little jammed up. We're gonna help him. Or help her. King's doing okay. Queen is still doing okay. I'd like to take the scatter shot there. So let's do it. Queen. And as soon as she clears what's in here, we'll actually pick her up. Get that, pick up. Put down right here. We're just running out of time, sadly. We're so close, but it's just not going to be enough, right? It's just not quite enough time. Man, I think my hesitation around the town hall kind of killed me there. But yeah, 98, hey. At least we're not two-starring. It's like, what it's about is this, right? Right here. Oh, gosh. Looking at the wrong screen. What it's about is this. Defenses deal 15% more damage. Defending heroes' damage and health are increased by 15%, and I deal 5% less damage. It's that little swing that, while I'm attacking on normal mode, the game feels totally fine, right? You can overkill a base. The second you turn on the modifiers, your sort of mental calculus and the way the game feels is different. And it's still not like jiving 100% with me. It's those interactions that I would just like say whatever to on normal mode that are killing me in Legend. In producing some of these time fails, right? I needed to put my king and my queen down a lot sooner than I did. Let's see. What do we get? Looking for a fireball. Suppose hitting an Inferno Tower would give me the CC. It's usually a good call. Okay. Hit that. not go at what we're trying to here. We can get him in. He's gonna take a long path here. Does he see me? He does. I have to start raging. Deal with this. Queen. He's fighting him. He's doing okay, I think. But now that we're in this position, I just think killing the long shot is kind of what we have to do with our life. All right, pick him up. Break in here. King, queen, this, and this. We'll late drop over here to get this trick done. Got it. Okay. Let's break here. Queen plus totem. Totem. Rage for Warden. King's ability will go off now. Okay. Cool. Right. I'm gonna go over here like this. Invis my queen. Take it. And it's a triple. GG. Got it done. Got it done. Got it done. Whew. A little bit of an... that was definitely doing the attack slightly out of order. Usually you want to get your fireball off first. But kind of recognizing that killing the long shot with the Warden wasn't necessarily a bad idea. Investing the early rage to kill the queen and the long shot freed up the town hall for king and queen to make easy work of that, right? And then once that was dealt with, they had a nice, easy way kind of clearing the bottom right side of the base. I did have to make sure to totem for the Warden at the top when it came to the Monolith and the long-range multi-gear tower. But that was really nice. That was nice. That one felt good. All right, let's see if we can finish on a triple. See if we can not go super negative today. It'd be amazing. Ooh, look at this. Isolated core. Fireballs love these bases. The trick is making sure you get the fireball to the core of the base and not mess it up. There's no hero over here. Man, I hate it when just barely doesn't take. Okay. I had to burn more rocket loons than I wanted to. I'm looking for the opportunity. Oh, he's got the Teslas all over here too. We're going to use our rage in just a second. Because we're going to walk into this queen. Cool. We'll take this and do the ice block. get him out. Put him down here. Let's go with this. Come on top. See this. I'm gonna get this down. Break. Warden's okay. Queen is not okay, though. That was bad on my part. We'll do this. And the question is, can we make it to the core in time? And I just don't know. Trying to give myself the ability to make this happen. Break now. I think we got it. Get in there. Oh my god, dude. Oh, it got close. It got close, guys. It got close. Again, I think user error towards the end of that one. I think better usage of my spells. It could have kept my queen up. Sometimes when there's a lot going on, it's hard to focus on what you should be spelling for. I thought my warden was okay, but I was also nervous about the monolith wrecking the warden because there was still a scatter and an expo down there. I think I was a little too concerned looking at the warden because I'm gun shy with my warden. You can't let the warden die in this hit. So I think just not spinning spells, I think is probably not using spells when I probably could have is what probably cost me the attack. But we got close. All right, guys. So today was better than yesterday for sure. We did have several attacks that were really close. 99, 98, 98, 97, 1. We're in minus 25 for the day. That puts us at 5,088. We'll be back. But that's going to do it for today's live stream, guys. I appreciate you guys watching. And had a really good time in our war with Dom and Antour today. Oh my gosh, Dom just loving the lower town hall attacks. But here we are. And as you can see, I guess progress for our village is we're on the catch up the traps train. We're a little bit behind on our seeking air mines, but at this point they are pretty much caught up. I think there's only a couple more to upgrade and they'll all be maxed out. And that is definitely something that people were telling me even like 2 months ago, hey, you should do this. And I was saying, yeah, guys, but I'm trying to max my defenses first. And now that we've hit that, I think they're about to drop more defense levels on us next month, or at least I think. So yeah, what's up, Mr. Morningstar? How's it going, brother? Appreciate you being here, dude. We're actually signing off right now. But I appreciate you stopping by, and thank you so much for the love and the support, my guy. Love watching your streams. But we're getting out of here, dude. Had a so like marginal several attacks that got so close. We're still learning the Legend League power curve. I think this is week 3 of Legend League for me. And I have days where I'm up, I have days where I'm down. But the biggest thing for me is when I attack really late at night, like if I get home late after work, my attacks are ass. Like, like legit. But today, definitely did better. I think we started off kind of rocky. But man, we got really close. Man, if I'm being positive about it, 6 of 8 attacks were 97% or better. We only missed out on a few percentage points here. Morningstar says my attacks are always this. I'm trying to get used to that power curve, like that, just the power increase that the bases have when you attack them. Like your hero's taking more damage, your hero's dealing less damage. That's always a big thing. It feels significant. So, anyways, that's gonna do it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you have a Town Hall 11 through 14, you should join the Middle Town Hall clan that I started this week, or started 2 weeks ago now. We're up over 20 members, and we're in the middle of our first 20v20 spin. Our first spin was 10v10. Then we had a 15v15. This is our first 20v20. So very excited to have such a large spin, and just give the Middle Town Halls a place that they can farm their ore and be, have a Town Hall spread and have opponents that are more representative of their accounts, rather than having your Town Hall 13 in a clan with all Town Hall 18s and 17s. You'll rarely get to play, and you probably won't be hitting other Town Halls that are in your actual range. So this is what that clan's designed for, and we're having a blast. Had a lot of great attacks during that first hour. So if you want to catch those hits, be sure to watch the VOD. The first half of the stream is actually a lot of fun. I do Town Hall 12 and 13 war hits myself. Did 6-pack on both accounts, and a couple of those hits are like overwhelmingly crushing hits. Like one of them, I actually swagged 2 heroes. So lots of fun there, but we're going to get out of here. I love you guys very much. Thank you for watching. We'll be catching y'all tomorrow. I don't think I have anything. Oh, wait a minute. Oh my gosh. You're right. We'll not be here tomorrow. We'll be here on Sunday. I have an all-day rehearsal with my handbell choir tomorrow. Getting there early in the morning. We'll be there late into the evening. We do this once per season. We have an all-day rehearsal to kind of prepare us for our concert cycle, which is coming up at the end of April. And so, yeah. Sorry, no stream tomorrow, but we will be streaming on Sunday. Love you guys. Much love and peace out. See you Sunday.